swerving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, Hit Boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Jameis going to look to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Winston now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Andrew Beck taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Jameis now on 1st down. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara from 19 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, to almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
From the gun, Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The left side complete to Troutman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Gets around him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 1st down throw for Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah McKenzie. 72 yards. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Winston. In the hands of Kamara. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The tight end in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Final play of the half here. Winston toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Slot man moves right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Jones again pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Carter, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Completes it again to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Andrew Beck, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Blankenship out for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Winston. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll find DeGuara complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On play action, Rodgers steps away. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it, but third down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again with Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Pass complete. Thomas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Jameis again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Winston now. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Winston on 4th down. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Green Bay, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I should quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rolled the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head